How to connect Wix Bookings with Zoom. Hey everyone and welcome. I hope you're all doing great. In this video I'll show you step by step how to create a booking and then also make it a Zoom booking. So it's going to be such a service, or it's going to be called a service, but it's going to be through Zoom, for example tutoring or whichever. So this is going to be very simple. I'm just going to take you step by step through it. So let's just go ahead and get started. And before we do that, I just need to note, I know it says Wix Studio on the top left, but this is for the default Wix. So this is going to be a default Wix tutorial. Anyways, without further ado, I'm just going to click on Edit Site and get started. And by the way, I just clicked on Edit Site, not because we need to go there, but because I don't even have the Bookings app in here. So if you don't see the Bookings tab over here on the main dashboard, if you don't see Catalog here, you don't see Services, make sure you open up the editor, and this is how to install it and get started with it. So once the editor opens up, you simply just want to go ahead and click on Add Apps. And then from Add Apps, you simply just want to search for Bookings. Just go to the search box. You should be able to find it to be the second one, but if you don't, just search up Bookings and it should pop up here. So it should be called Wix Bookings. So just go ahead and click on Add to Site with Wix Bookings, and you should be good to go. And once it's installed, we can go ahead and get started to the actual video. And by the way, just a heads up, a very important one actually, is that Bookings is for free unless you want it to be an online booking. So in this case of this video, because you want it to be through Zoom, you're going to actually have to upgrade the Wix plan. You will need to have the premium plan. This is because you're going to be required to actually connect a payment method, and this is going to be only available if you have the upgraded plan. It's not going to work for Wix free, basically, is what I'm trying to say here. And obviously, if you want to do so, if you want to connect a payment method, you simply just go to Settings, and then from here just click on Accept Payments, and you should be able to find the different payment providers that are going to be available for you, and you can just go in and set them up. For me, I have Stripe as the main one for credit and debit card, and PayPal and so on. Anyways, I'm going off topic here. What we need to do is just go to Blog. I'm not going to Blog. Why am I going to Blog? What I want to do is connect through Zoom. So we just want to go to Catalog, and through here we should be able to see Services, but I'm not seeing it because we did not refresh. So let's just give me a sec. Okay, there you go. Now after the refresh, we should be able to see Booking Services. If we just go ahead and click on that, this is pretty much where we will need to start from scratch. So I'm just going to click on Start from Scratch, and we're going to start by adding our service type and pretty much just creating it. So first, let's just go ahead and add an image. It's going to be very good to add an image. It's just going to highlight the actual service. Obviously, add a proper image, not just a random one like this. Go ahead and set up a name for this service. I'm just going to name it Test Service 1. And then if you want to add a tagline, which is going to be more like a catchphrase or something, I'm not really sure. Just go ahead and add a highlight in here if you want. I'm just going to leave it empty, and a description. A description would be actually very important because you would want to let people know exactly what they're getting into, what they're paying for. So just go and let them know what this service is all about. So again, I'm just going to type in test, and then we are going to set up more important stuff here, like the duration of it, whether it's going to be 1 hour long, 45 minutes long, or even custom. So this is going to be completely up to you and how long you think it's going to last for each booking. And then we also have a buffer time, which is going to be the time between two different bookings. So if you want to have a 10-minute break between each one, you can feel free to do so by just setting this up to 10 minutes. And this is how it actually works. So 1 hour and then 10 minutes, and then the next one starts right away, if there's a booking, obviously. Next up, you just want to go to price and payment. This is going to be per session for me, but you can obviously change it to be a plan or per session or with a plan. This is going to be pretty much, dependent on whether they have a membership or package or so on. So it's going to be a little bit, you just stick to per session or with a plan if you don't know what you're doing with the last one. And then we also have the price per session, whether it's going to be a fixed one, free, varied pricing, so it depends on specific options that you actually set up, or custom price. Let's just set it up to be fixed, and I'm just going to go for 150 because it says so. So I'm just going to leave it as that. And then we also have the payment preference. I'm just going to leave it as entire amount online. But you also have more things like entire amounts in person, which is not really going to work because you want it through Zoom. So it's going to be entire amount online. Now here's the most important part of this tutorial. When you get to the locations part of things when it comes to the bookings, just make sure you open it up. You have both location and add video conferencing. So obviously, if you want it to be a live location, you simply just click on edit and basically set it up. But if in the case you just want to set up Zoom, you simply just go to video conferencing and click on add. And once you click on add, it's just going to make sure you save your service first. And then you just want to go ahead and add your business video conferencing account. So if you just want it to be a custom link, something else except Zoom, you have a custom link. Feel free to set it up by just clicking on custom link and click on continue. But if you have a Zoom and you want to set up a Zoom account and integrate it with Wix, you simply just go ahead and select Zoom, obviously, and click on continue. This is going to take you to a place where you're going to obviously link your accounts. You're going to have to log in with your Zoom account. So make sure you have a proper Zoom account. If you don't, this is not going to work, obviously. So take your time to create one if you don't have one. Click on connect. And this is going to allow us to sign in into Zoom. So I'm just going to sign in real quick. And this is going to obviously connect both Wix bookings with Zoom. So a screen more like this is going to pop up, giving you the different types of permissions it's going to give and stuff like that. If you accept to it, just go ahead and click on allow. And this is going to connect both Zoom with your Wix bookings. But like I said, if you have the free plan like I do, it's not really going to work. I mean, the connecting part is going to work, but it's not really going to do much because you can't book online with the free version. You're going to have to obviously upgrade because you want to accept payments online. So obviously it's going to connect for you. So once this is connected and everything, you should be good to go. It should actually state that it has Zoom. And then you obviously continue on with the rest of stuff, like if you want to set up some staff, add some images, and things like that, feel free to go through it. And click on save, and this should be good to go. Obviously, when it comes to the working hours and stuff like that, it's going to, you can actually see, if you want to start taking bookings online, you will need to upgrade. So that's a part of it. But obviously, when it comes to your, schedule and stuff like that, it's going to always be within the, if you go to booking calendar here, this is pretty much where you set it up. Go to work schedule. And this is how you set up your free time when you're actually going to be available. Just click on more actions and click on edit default hours. This is pretty much when you're going to be available, days and hours. So you can even add shifts if you want to. With that being said, this is pretty much all for this video. Hopefully you found it to be informative and helpful, and thanks for watching.